Do me a favor and stop scrolling. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, you have a 401k, you skip that daily coffee, and you're working harder than ever, but your bank account still feels like it's flatlining, it's not your fault. It's the 2026 reality gap. While everyone is still giving you some advice that they had in 2015, hey, just save 10%. The math has changed. In 2026, that 10% actually may be zero. Today, I'm going to just share with you 3 silent wealth killers stealing your future and one strategy that might help you as a millennial finally get ahead without feeling like you're sacrificing your entire life. So, point 1, the subscription bleed. We really used to talk about, hey, don't go get that coffee every day. But in 2026, the real drain is the invisible monthly streaming apps, app subscriptions, and those premium memberships that you have that the average person may be even losing about a roughly $300 per month. Not even understanding that a lot of these services, they don't even use. In this economy, one thing we've learned, if you set it and forget it, it can be a wealth killer. We're also seeing a trend now of people who do what we call subscription cycling. So let's say you pay for 5 subscriptions right now. Maybe just pick one for this month. Cancel the others. It may sound small, but if you could reclaim another $100, $200 a month and put that into a compounding asset, it could be the difference at making for your retirement a little earlier or working a bit longer in your life. The goal is never to live a boring life. It's to stop paying for things that you're actually not using and building the life that you want. So let's go to point 2, convenience taxes. We are the most time-poor generation in history. Companies know that too. And since we're losing a bunch of our time, they put a lot of our disposable income in convenience fees. Think about DoorDash, Uber Eats, the grocery markups when they deliver, the service fee, the delivery fee, the small order fee, and the tip. You bought a $15 burrito. When you left the store, it now costs $30. Imagine if you're doing that twice a week. That's almost $1,500 a year that you spent just on the luxury of not leaving your house. We call that a convenience tax. And it's one of the biggest hurdles to building an emergency savings fund. So I'm not saying cook every meal, but because I definitely don't do that. But I would say is pivot some to picking up your food. Go get your food maybe 2 times a week or 3 times a week. And you're already giving yourself a raise that you didn't know you had. And finally, lifestyle creep, point 3. We've been conditioned to think that as we get older, our lifestyle must look a certain way. You got to have a newer car. You need some better furniture. You got to upgrade your home. But in 2026, the reality might be the biggest flex is owning your time. So the wealth killer for our generation seems to be right now that we have to maintain some standard of living. But that was a completely different economy that we were living under just 10 years ago. So if you consider it, the people winning right now are the ones who are stealthily keeping their wealth. And what I mean by that is, let's keep those fixed costs exactly where they were maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So if your income grows and you can keep your big 3 expenses down, housing, transportation, and food stable while everything else rises, you're not just surviving inflation, you might be able to outrun it. So 2026 is our year to stop playing by those old rules. Let's try to stay lean, stay intentional, and ignore some of the pessimism that we see on the news. So down below in the comments, I put together a financial health summary. It's free. It has no fluff on it. It's just a few questions that it might help you get some ideas on where you fall as it relates to your financial health. If you can, hit the like and subscribe button if you found something good out of this conversation. But I do want to leave with one question. What's the one expense that you refuse to cut even in this economy? Don't get mad at me, guys. Mine is McDonald's. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. I'd love to talk to you again. This is Breon with TRG Financial. We'll see you at the next one.